What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric, and in today's video we're going to be doing another part out. So I did buy a G35 for $500, so I'm hoping to make around maybe $3,000 in profit by parting out this car. So let me show you guys a little bit about this vehicle, and I actually got extremely lucky because it was an offer up. Nobody bought it. And it was only $700 I think that the guy was asking for, so I just told him, hey, I'll give you $500, I'll go for it right now, and here it is. So this right here is a 2004 Infiniti G35 Coupe. The ad where I found this vehicle was listed on OfferUp, and the guy was asking $700 for this vehicle, and I'm surprised nobody picked it up before I was able to pick it up. So I offered the guy $500 and he took it. So I did have to pull this vehicle home. Funny thing is, I actually pulled it with my P11. It wasn't too far away from my house, so I was able to do that safely. So it does have a few performance parts, like an intake. It has test pipes, it has an exhaust, and it is a 6-speed manual transmission. If you guys don't know, all G35s, I locked myself out. Never mind. All 6-speed G35s have Brembos from 2003 to 2004. After that, you guys get the rev up. That's why you don't get the Brembos in the 05 and 06 and 07 G35s. As you guys can see, it does have a aftermarket radio. So there's a ton of parts that I can get from this vehicle. A lot of people, what they want to do is they want a 6-speed swap their G35. So a lot of these parts, a lot of people have already been asking, to pick them up. So I am hoping to make at least $3,000 in profit from this vehicle. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking some of these parts off. I have some people coming today to take some parts from the vehicle, and then any extra parts I will probably keep for my projects, because as you guys can see, I kind of have a lot of things laying around here. Because you guys are watching my videos and supporting the channel, you guys allow me to have this mess here. So eventually what I would want to do is open up like a little shop or a little storage where I can work out of, so that I don't have to work in my garage, because as you guys can tell, there's not a lot of space, and it's very hard to do that when it's freaking hot and there's not a lot of space in between the cars to work on. So yeah, it's pretty crammed in here. So I'm gonna get to work, get some of these parts off, and start selling. Alright guys, so I wanted to give you an update on the G35 that I'm parting out. So it's been a few days since I've had this guy up for parts. So far I want to say I've already made my money back, and plus I think $400 on top of what I've currently have now. So I did end up selling the harness, the main engine harness from this vehicle. I sold that for around $200. I did sell a few parts, like the ballast. One of the ballast I sold for $40. I ended up selling the clutch master cylinder, pretty much everything that you might need for a 6-speed conversion. So I sold the clutch master cylinder, I sold the pedals, brake pedal, clutch pedal, I sold the gauge cluster, I sold the center console, the boot where the center console shifter goes. I ended up selling other little miscellaneous parts like electrical parts. What else did I sell? I sold the airbag, or actually I think I still have the airbag. I sold the bumper for $100. It was actually in good shape. I kind of regret selling it that cheap, but I sold it for $100. And somebody's gonna pick up this trunk, pick up the taillights as well. Hey guys, so it's a few days after I started parting out the G35, and I've made $1,200 from parting out this car. I have to sell the transmission today and a few other parts, so I'm hoping to get another $600 today. So if you guys remembered, I did buy the car for $500, so after $500, that's pretty much all profit, and I still have a ton of parts that I need to part out on the car, so it is profitable. The only downside to it is that you have to pull the parts, and that can get kind of annoying. You can get scratches, cuts. It's hot, so that's the only downside that I think I can come up with. But the upside is that you get extra money to buy more car parts. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sell those parts later on today, and then I'll give you guys a total of all the money that I have at the end of the video from parting out this car. I apologize if I haven't been recording much, but as you guys can see, I've been a little bit busy taking this car apart. So if I haven't told you already, I already sold the manual harness from this vehicle. I've sold the intake. I'm gonna sell the e-brake cable. No luck on selling the calipers. I'm asking $800 for them with rotors, so we still have those. Somebody was gonna pick up the seats but never did show up, so I still have those. Right now somebody's gonna pick up the manual transmission. I'm selling that one for $450. Somebody wants to buy the whole entire rear subframe. I don't know if they're serious or not, so I haven't pulled it out just yet. So as you guys can see, the transmission is gone, so I did end up selling it for $450. Somebody's gonna pick up this passenger side bumper that actually is damaged, but they still want it, so I'm gonna sell this for 40 bucks. It is damaged there in the bottom, so it's not perfect by any means, but 40 bucks is better than nothing. So this side skirt is pretty much not usable. It's damaged, so I'm not gonna sell that. The door is probably not gonna sell either because it also has some damage. So the only thing on this side that I'll probably sell is the mirror, on both sides actually, the hood, the headlights. Core support is gonna go, and slow and steady we're getting rid of a lot of parts. So I am happy that, first of all, that I've made a profit and that I'm still selling parts. So I'm kind of annoyed of my situation. As you guys can see, I have no space, so I definitely need more space. So I'm gonna have to look into doing something with, you know, with that. So maybe later on this year I can look into getting like a shop or something. Just throwing some ideas out there, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I definitely need a bigger spot. So a few more parts are being sold today. Specifically, these two front seats are being sold. I'm letting them go for $60 because they're not in the best shape and not a lot of people want these seats, so I'm selling that. I sold the driver's side mirror for $60. So I just finished selling some more parts. Sold some parts to these guys right over here in the truck. They took both doors, the whole entire door, on both sides. They took the core support, and they took a few other miscellaneous parts. So I sold all of that for $240. So I think that was pretty good. The doors, they were in rough shape and they still bought them. They were a little damaged, so they bought them. I think they're gonna like fix them up. So it's tan. I'm not really, you know, looking for a lot of money on these parts because, like I said, they're damaged. So I'd rather sell them than, you know, to try to hold on to them. So both doors are gone, as you guys can tell. We just have the rear seats and other miscellaneous interior pieces. For the most part, I want to say I'm almost done parting out this car. I have the airbag here, steering wheel, dash, the tires. Somebody's gonna come for them tomorrow. So it has been about 2 weeks that I've had this G35, and up to this point I pretty much want to say that I've made $2,500 in profit. Now I still have the Brembo kit up for sale. I still have this hood up for sale, so I am going to make another $1,500 alone on those parts. So this part out definitely turned out a lot better than my previous one did. I made a lot more money this time because just the matter of fact that this car is a manual. So a lot of people wanted the manual harness, they wanted the clutch lines, they pretty much wanted everything to make a manual car. So I'm glad that I was able to make such a good profit on this. Tomorrow this vehicle is going to be getting taken out of here. Somebody's going to pick it up. I'm actually just giving it away. So I'm giving it away to somebody that has a shop called Infinity Motorsports. So they're going to come for it tomorrow and take it out of the garage here. So after this car is gone, I'm probably going to focus on maybe fixing the P11. maybe doing the 5-lug swap on it. So that's probably what's gonna be next. In between doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and fix the 300ZX a little bit more, and then I'm also gonna be throwing in some of those cars as well into the mix. So definitely a lot to do with all the cars that I have. So this is pretty much going to wrap up the end of this part out video. I hope you guys did find it entertaining. Comment down below if you guys want more of these videos. After this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up another part out vehicle anytime soon, because you guys saw from the footage I don't have any space in the garage anymore. So I kind of need to get the vehicles that I have out of here, which I don't think I'm going to sell any of the cars that I have currently, but I just don't have enough space to do any more of these part outs. So I definitely need to look into getting maybe a shop or a bigger space so that I can work on cars. Now, if you guys did like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.